big he is.
You like this? Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah, Mom, because you don't wear silver and gold together.
Oh, please. Come on, Jackie.
He looks like he's pissed off.
Let's go. We're keeping everyone waiting.
You're the one that had to do the wardrobe change, not me.
You were the one, because you said I looked like...
Stop arguing. He's a big bloke. Hi, Dr. Phil.
How you doing?
Welcome. Come in.
Crazy. Hey, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate.
Well, are we ready to talk?
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody calls you guys the most dysfunctional family in America, the favorite dysfunctional family in America. Do you think that's true?
I have a problem with that. Who should we guide ourselves? Who is the most functional family? I think a functional family is a family that survives a day, you know.
Where do you want me to put my gun, Sharon? Under the bed.
Oh my God.
Jack!
Oh, jeez. Why don't you shut the up? Oh! Hey! Stop. My teeth, my car, my vagina, my business.
Turn the thing up, it's driving me mad, man. Stop screaming! Don't go out with a t-shirt with cocaine on your t-shirt and give me the knife.
Does this family thrive on crisis?
No.
Do you need drama to be okay? You've been in 27 houses in 24 years. That's not normal. I mean, that's not the normal pattern.
I'm so glad you're here, Doug. When we bought this house, the first words out of my mouth to Sharon was, darling, please, let's let the paint dry this time, you know.
I think that that's really stupid to say it's not normal, because there is no such thing as normal. It's a ridiculous standard that society has set that is not normal. If we had a white picket fence and a golden retriever, would we be normal? No.
We do have a golden retriever.
I totally disagree with what Kelly just said on one level and completely agree with it on another level. There is a normal in terms of how long people stay in one place, statistically, and it's not 27 houses in 24 years. I don't care what you say. What works for a family is you find your own level, you find what works for you. But is it good for children to have some stability and predictability and be in the same schools and have the same friends? That can be a very healthy thing. You see, teenagers' brains aren't through growing yet. And the last part of the brain that grows is the neocortex, which is the reasoning, the ability to predict the consequences of your actions, to problem solve.
Now, why do you still hold this grudge from
Because you shot me.
6 years ago, and you still get angry when we talk about it, Kelly?
Because you shot me.
Yeah, what's your point? That's being sexualist, Kelly.
No, it's not. It's just saying I don't want to... Jack, it's not sexualist.
That's sexualist.
Jack, you just made up a word.
I hope someone beats you up.
You know, Kelly, I hope your album fails.
Oh, shut up, Jack.
She just hoped I got beaten up, all right? Did you guys...
I didn't get married, Jack. I'm 18 years old.
Did he engaged you, didn't he?
Engaged you?
McRib is back.
You're getting excited over the McRib.
You know what, Kelly? It's the little things that count. She hit me with her ring and cut my face open.
Whose birthday is it? Mine. Why are we going to Vegas because of me?
Fool. Don't, Kelly. That's my spritz.
Ew. You're so superficial. It's disgusting.
Isn't superficial a good thing? Superficial's a good thing, right?
No.
You, off, bitch, idiot. Leave my room. Bye.
People look at like the language you use with each other, off, you know, kiss my ass. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's good. I don't think they can respect themselves very well and do that. I don't expect Jack or Kelly to agree with that, but I would think that you guys would. But I'm curious, how did you decide where the standard was in terms of what you held these to? Well, you said at one point you were talking to somebody on the phone and you said, tell them to come over here. You said, we can get away with a whole lot more here than we ever could in a club. And
You ask
I
Jack.
can't remember saying.
I have it on tape. If
Yeah,
you know, I can
yeah.
play it back for you if you want to see it.
My mum does not care, dude. I'm telling you, we could get away with more here than we could at any club.
How does that ever get to be okay?
It doesn't get to be okay, and I mean, I'm sat here now laughing, but one side of me is like, oh, God, did you really say that? And, like, how did I not see? I found that I got just so many things going on, and that's not an excuse to say, oh, I was too busy or this, that, the other. You kind of make excuses why you should accept it. And basically, I should have said to everyone, be in by 10, shut the up and go to bed. But I didn't. So I was just at fault as everyone else.
You get married to a partner, you know, to make decisions, which, incidentally, is still an issue in this house between my wife and I. My wife and I, when we don't decide both together on what we should do about anything, she just goes ahead and does it.
Who ordered them?
We did. For the studio.
I never ordered them.
That's the suit. Sharon went through that with Jonathan.
Hey, I thought I said before, anything when this is my studio and I want nothing ordered without my consent, okay?
That was ordered about 6 months ago.
But by who? Not by me.
By Sharon.
But Sharon's got all to do with it.
Ozzy, there you go. Look.
Bubbles! Oh, come on, Sharon. I'm f***ing Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of f***ing Darkness.
You can tell your dad that you got him at the pound because he's so old. That's a good story.
We're not doing two shows back
No,
to back.
don't.
You'll end up f***ing me up, Sharon, if you are. Tell me the truth, Sharon.
Don't get technical, Daddy.
I'm not f***ing technical. I'm on the road and I want a f***ing itinerary. Can I have an itinerary?
Of course you can have an itinerary,
No.
darling. I don't know where one is. I'm not well.
What do I do?
Gum. It's a new gum.
Nothing there.
Do you like it?
Crap, it disappeared.
It's just meant to freshen your mouth.
It's not gum, then you lied to me.
Well, I'd wanted you to try it.
Horrible.
See, what gets me, which happens to me all the time, I'll see someone and I go, oh, I like that brooch. And they'll go, oh, you bought me that for Christmas? And I go, oh. And I say to Sharon, darling, this is getting ridiculous. I mean, please tell me you bought the bracelet or the hat or whatever. I feel like a
You guys don't know what you don't know because you're young and there are certain things, life experiences that you haven't had yet. And as you have them, then you know more now than you did when you were their age, even though they don't believe that. And so it's important that they've had certain experiences and been given certain disciplines, values, and things to internalize along the way. So when you're not there, those tapes will play back in their head and say, you know, stop sign, don't go there, don't do this, don't do that. Do you think that you've given them those important values, those important building blocks to function independently? And if you haven't, do you think it's too late?
Can I just say one thing?
Sure.
I really think that parents can only ever teach their children right from wrong, and teach them that everything you do, every action has a reaction, whether it be good or bad. And my parents taught us that.
We have to put our foot down. This is a picture of his wife's. No riding the bikes drunk and no playing with the guns.
Me, I'm out of here.
Mom. What? Just leave it. No, I'm gonna take a piss in it and put it back. Mom, are you nuts? Mom!
It's all fun and all games and fun and no work. You've got to do a certain amount of work. The light to the window.
Put a sock in your mouth, okay? Sorry, Mom.
Please don't get drunk or get stoned tonight. Don't drink, don't take drugs tonight.
No, I don't.
Please.
I don't do that.
And if you have sex, wear a condom.
Look at that. A condom. That's nice for Mother to have finished up.
Everything that I've done in my life that I've done that has had a bad consequence, I knew going into it that it was going to happen, but I still decided to do it.
To me, for something to be rational, it has to be true, it has to be in your best interest, it has to prolong and protect your life, and it has to give you what you really want. And if you chose things that didn't do that, like drugs or alcohol, then you miss some of those steps.
I had a bit of a disagreement with Jack the other day. And I said, through all my drug abuse and my alcoholism, which I'm clean now, I said, you never went without anything. You never had to go and beg, borrow, or steal. You was at a good house, you was at cars. And he pointed it to me, and he hit me like a sledgehammer. The most important thing I didn't have was you. And I never realised that, and I just went, Jack, I can't argue with that because you are so right.
How can you not think of that? I mean, how can you not be aware of how important you are
because
to your
I
children?
was drunk, under the influence of drugs, or my ego was bigger than the house, you know, because I'm a rock. I've been rocking and rolling for the best part of my life. And I thought, I come from a working class family that bringing the bread home was the main thing. And
are you mad at your dad for what he's done throughout his life?
No. It hurt my feelings a lot, but no.
Why not?
Because I can't be mad at someone I love. I feel like such a dork.
Are you mad that you missed him? That there were times when you needed him and you missed him?
Yeah.
Have you ever told him that just straight up? And the reason I ask is because it is critically important to his rehabilitation and staying clean and sober to know how important he is to both of y'all.
I've told him. It's just hard to tell someone that, though.
What did you miss most?
Having a father.
Yeah, but what about it? I mean, did you miss him sitting on your bed and talking to you? Did you miss him being at school for an event? Did you miss him walking down the street with you? What did you miss the most?
I can't even remember a time when I was a kid where we'd ever go over there as a family or go to a movie with my dad, or he'd fall asleep in my school meetings, and I thought that's the way that all families are. I didn't understand it.
What do you want from him now?
I can't ask for anything else. He's sober and he's back.
Why is it hard for you to hear that, Sharon?
Just is because it takes you back, you know? You don't want to go back, you want to go forward.
But how can you go forward without going back?
I don't like to go back. You know, I just kind of stuff it and you just keep marching forward.
Do you agree that it's not too late for you to be a huge influence in her life?
absolutely.
Because young girls grow up and they really need that connection with their dad. And it's not too late for you to do all those things that you say, I wish I'd have done that, but I didn't. And she needs for you to really be involved in her life and treat her with dignity and respect and have a passion for what she has a passion for.
Yes.
That will teach her to never settle for anything less from any man in her life. That's the good news.
I know, yeah.
You know he's important in her life, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to teach her about men and what to settle for and not settle for.
Kelly!
What?
Are you talking to a boy?
I didn't have a boyfriend. I don't want a boyfriend.
Hope you don't want a girlfriend. I'm only joking, I hope.
In a couple of months, I'm going to Vegas and getting married, just for the hell of it.
He will cheat on you. I'm just going to see if he passes the Osbournes test.
Guess what, Dad? I'm going to get married before Christmas.
Good for you.
Everybody's read the anonymous poem entitled Children Learn What They Live. It says children learn what they live. You know, they live with this, they learn that. They live with something else, they learn something else. What's the biggest mistake you made as a parent? And obviously, bringing drugs and alcohol into your life and your home, you got to be at the top of the list. But besides that, what's the biggest mistake you've made?
Being a people pleaser.
With your children?
With my family.
Sharon, I will say it very slowly. It is not my band, and I don't want to do any promotion. Let them whose band it is do the promotion.
Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Where do you want to sit? Here?
Wherever you want, Sharon. This thing sucks. I hate it.
Sit here with me, Ozzy. And anyway, I didn't want to sit at this restaurant. I wanted to go to the other one.
Okay, let's go to the other one. I'll go.
Yeah.
What is the schedule?
A show tomorrow and then a show in Albuquerque.
You can't do that till you blow me out for the party. You can't do that, Sharon. I'm 52 years of age. You should have known that. You knew that before you booked this thing. I won't do it. I'm telling you right now, I ain't doing it. Hello, Albuquerque. How you doing?
What would you say is your biggest mistake?
Not laying down more rules, not having more structure for them when they were growing up, definitely.
I'm not complaining now.
Do you think it hurt you?
No.
For them to be less directive and not hold you to a higher standard?
Yes and no. But then again, if it was any different, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I like who I am, so.
So where do you think Kelly's life will be 5 years from now? You going to be grandparents?
I hope
Is she going to be...
She'd better start pretty soon. I hope so. I hope we'll be grandparents, and I hope that she'll just, whatever she does, be happy.
25 is young, pretty young.
Pretty young to have kids, Mom.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I'll
it is.
take care of them. You can go off. You can leave them with me and Dad.
Mom, I can
They'll be
barely
fine.
take care of myself. I do not want to have kids yet. Thank you.
Well, there you go. I suppose I won't be having grandchildren in 5 years. I would love it. But most of all, I just want them to be happy and be doing what they want to do.
And how about Jack? Where do you think he'll be in 5 years?
I think he'll be working with people, which I think is really great, you know.
If they wanted to go off to do a job that was helping somebody else, I'd be very happy.
Let me ask you a question, Sharon.
Yeah.
What would you do if Jack said, I want to go and live in Australia, and Kelly said, I want to go and live in New Zealand?
Honestly, if they were to go to Australia, we'd probably get a summer home.
I don't think I could ever live that far away
And what
from
if
my
you
family,
if you
though.
go to summer home in Australia and I mean, this, I've got to get away, I'm going back to America. Would we be following them for the rest of our lives?
No, of course not. That would be ridiculous. But until they were 30 or 40, that's
We should
fine.
change our name to Mr. and Mrs. Ridiculous.
So you want to know what I think?
Yeah, I do.
Because I've watched all the episodes, and there are some things that I think are different than a lot of families in this family. But I also think that this is one of the most loving, committed, and most mutually supportive families that I've ever seen.
I don't get why we came anyway if we're not sure if we're wanted or not.
Because we love
Because
him.
it's love, Kelly.
Crap on you, guys.
Rock and roll!
I'm an ass-kicking fat kid.
You've gotta give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
Now, off.
You've gotta laugh a little, cry a little.
I love you more than any words and any vows, any poetry could ever capture.
That's the glory of love.
2 hands.
As long as there is all of us, we got the world in all its charms. And when the world is with us, we've got each other's arms.
Ozzy Osbourne.
You've got to win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
Stop it! I'll kick you all out.
Go.
Out! That's on camera, Kelly. I'm showing that to Mum.
You don't need a therapy, you just need to get up at 7 and open the door.
That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
I'm not ready to croak yet.
She's doing f***ing great, man.
And definitely not with a wig on.
I had broken rib, broken neck. I'm going back with more than I came.
That's the story of,
I'm sorry.
that's the glory of,
Sharon!
of love.
love you all. I love you more than life itself. You're all mad.
This is it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to shut the cameras off, send everybody home.
This is it. It really is.
Well, last question. What's been the greatest thing about doing this TV show?
I've always said this, that it's the greatest thing for us as a family to look back on so that my kids can give it to their kids to pass down.
I guess the opportunity that it really kind of opened up for me, I think, was the best part.
I agree with Jack. And the people that I've worked with, like, I would never give that back for anything.
What's the best thing that's happened about the show for you?
That we're all still alive, I suppose.